All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up the night before Thanksgiving. So a lot of things are going on. I'm glad you were able to make it. Today, we're not going to talk for a long time. I have a few slides that I want to talk about, and then we're going to open up to hear people's questions. And we have some people here that have been on ULT, are on ULT, and they're going to tell you some of their experiences. So the title of this talk is Transforming Your Health with ULT. So we're going to talk about that today. A few disclaimers. First and foremost, this presentation is for education purposes only. We're here to learn, and I'm here to educate. The presentation is not meant to replace diagnoses, recommendations, and opinions of professional medical advice. The suggestions are not meant to replace prescription drugs or medical procedures, and it's not meant for people with severe, urgent, or emerging illnesses. So if you're really, really, really sick, you should be trying to get help as soon as possible and not trying to consider anything that I'm mentioning here. My name is Dr. Ian Hossein. I'm a Green Diamond member in the company. That means that I have a small team under me with the goal of promoting the ULT, which we'll talk about today, as well as Purium's products, right? I'm the owner of Tox Free Doc LLC. Most people know me as Tox Free Doc on Instagram. I'm a holistic health practitioner. I studied at the New England School of Natural Health and Herbal Studies. I got a certificate there. I'm an autism dad, right? I'm a dad to a son with autism of 12 years old. I'm a thyroid healer. I've gone through my own experience with healing my thyroid. I'm a gut healer as well. I've also gone through a little bit of a process of healing my, as well as the guts of a lot of my clients. I'm a ULT customer myself, right? So not only am I promoting this, but I'm actually gone through the ULT program. I'm doing a little bit of ULT right now as a form of maintenance, right? So I'm kind of experiencing it as well as telling you about the experiences of the people under me who have been on it. I'm also a professor of biomedical and chemical engineering, so I'll bring a lot of knowledge from biomedical and chemical engineering in my understanding of holistic health and wellness, although I'm not here as a professor of chemical and biomedical and chemical engineering in any official capacity. So just to let you know, all previous webinars are on the Talks Free Doc YouTube, right? So I have a YouTube channel. I only have two videos, right? One healing with ULT and the most previous one that was done about 3 weeks ago, navigating through the 90 days of ULT. So we're going to build this. The idea is to build this knowledge for people to refer to in the future of what is the ULT program, what does it do for you, the benefits and things like that, right? I also offer discovery calls. So for people who are just like, I like this program, it sounds great, but I really want the confidence and I really want to feel good with sitting down with Talks Free Doc, me, and talking about my health issues and seeing how the 90-day program can help for me. I'm happy to do that. It's a free ULT discovery call. You can book that. I'll put like a link on Instagram. I could also put a link in the chat after this. So if you really want to sit down, find which ULT is best for you, that's perfectly fine. I'm happy to do that. The goal is to find the ULT that works best for people. Okay, let's start off with a really nice quote. You can't find treasure in shallow waters, right? I love this quote because it really kind of symbolizes a lot of the things that, or the message that I'm trying to tell a lot of people. Many people seek deep solutions with shallow options. Many people are coming here with chronic health issues. And it's very easy for us to search for it in a supplement. Oh, you take this supplement and you do this protocol, and you do this doctor and this diet. And you're looking for these kind of shallow solutions when your body really needs something a little bit more thorough, a little bit more what we say comprehensive in terms of covering all its bases. And that's the idea. The goal here is really to kind of show you how the ULT program kind of covers all these different bases in providing a really good foundation for starting off your health journey or trying to address a lot of your chronic issues, right? But let's Sorry, just all right. But let's be serious. Give me a break. All right. It's not only about cheesy, really nice proverbs, but tell me what's really going on, right? A lot of people have been to several practitioners, spending thousands of dollars, practitioners, consultations, programs, jumping from the here and there. Maybe you see some benefits in your health. Maybe you don't. Supplements, right? Jumping from this supplement and this supplement protocol. Supplements are expensive. Many of them don't work. Some are not very trustworthy, right? Some people say, I take all these supplements, I'm constipated. So now there's issues of trying to support the supplement protocol. And there's so many to choose from that it can be very frustrating. You're working with practitioners. You're trying to find the right supplements that can support all your health issues. Which ones do you take? In what order? How many? How do you go on it? How do you taper off? It can be very, very frustrating. A lot of people have chronic issues that just won't go away. Autoimmune, hormonal, chronic fatigue, inflammation, and for many women, menstrual as well. What's going on? Is it a gut issue? Is it a hormonal issue? Is it a mineral and nutrition issue? Oftentimes it's very difficult. And the solutions that we have as practitioners really is trying to clean up the client's diet and trying to give them the best supplements in the best order. But even that can be challenging. How do you put them on a protocol? How do you keep them dedicated? And how do you ensure that you're covering all the bases in terms of what somebody needs? Life goals as well. A lot of people's life goals are held back, right? Because of their health. A lot of people have fertility goals. They want to conceive, but that's held back because of issues with their own health, whether you maybe menstrual cycles, some women don't have a period, they're trying to get it back. Maybe they've tried to conceive, maybe they're worried about conceiving when their health issues are a concern. Some people want to travel the world, right? I've had clients like that. They've traveled the world, they've come back, they don't feel well. They want to go back, but they have these chronic health issues that they want to address with so they can go out the world and feel confident in doing what they want. Other people have performance goals. They want to travel, they want to do this, they want to lose weight, they want to feel better. They have other types of performance goals. Maybe they're athletes, but they're held back because of chronic issues and sometimes they don't even know what the root cause is. And other people are just living quality of life for years, even decades. They just haven't felt well, dealt with gut issues, inflammation, chronic fatigue, brain fog, and they just want something that can really provide a good foundation for their health. And that's what I'm here to kind of provide you and offer you. Also, chronic exposures. People right now have chronic exposures, whether you live in a city center, you live in an apartment with mold. Some people even have breast implants and they're dealing with breast implants illness. Many people have chronic exposures. And it's nice to be on supplements and things that can help mitigate some of the symptoms. But people are looking for something a little bit more long term and something that could provide a little bit more of a significant boost to their health than what is out there. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So the questions that people often ask is, how do I dress as much as I can in as little time as possible and the full for the lowest cost? Those are the three things. A lot of people want to address as much as they can in as little time and for the lowest cost. And I have to say, it's very challenging with the current protocols out there. Supplements, we know in the beginning, you got to maybe start work on your gut, and then you got to do a parasite cleanse, and then you got to do a balance hormones, and you got to do this. If you have multiple, two or three or four or five different health goals, each one taking a few weeks to address in sequence, you're on a 5-month protocol. How do you stay consistent and how do you know it's going to work? So the dream would be, can you start addressing a lot of these things right away? So how can you address the most amount of health concerns in as little time as possible and also cost? We know supplements start to pile on. Even a month's worth of supplements can be $1,000, right? So we're going to talk about that. Another question that a lot of people ask is, where do I start? I do not feel well. Maybe I know why, maybe I don't. Where do I start? And that's a great question. What is something that every single person can benefit from to boost their health, whether they have chronic health issues or they just want to take their health to a better place than where they are from now? And a lot of people ask this bottom question, where do I go from here? Maybe you've already been on a health journey, but you're kind of stuck. You're not sure where to go. And the previous things that you tried just aren't working anymore. Okay. So I'm going to give you the 5 pillars, right? I'm going to give you the 5 pillars that I feel, I'm going to say everyone, but most, 99% of people need to start a health journey. And I'm going to show you how the ULT program can do that for you, right? The first one is for everybody, you have to flood your body with minerals and nutrients. That should be in everybody's health journey, trying to ensure that the raw minerals and nutrients that your body needs is there and is absorbed so that it can do everything it needs. Heal, detox, rejuvenate, boost in energy. The first pillar is always nutrients, flooding the body with minerals and nutrients. The next one is building blocks. A lot of people who are my clients say that I emphasize protein, I emphasize meat, that people should be getting the raw minerals and nutrients as well as the amino acids, right? And the fats to be able to build and reconstitute and rejuvenate your body, especially if you need any type of healing, especially when it comes to the gut and repairing the gut. You need to have the raw amino acids that you can get from protein sources in order to rejuvenate. Gut healing. Every single solitary person needs to do a little bit of a gut healing in order to make sure that whatever you're eating is not only digested, but gets absorbed in the body for use and bioavailability for all the things the body wants to do. Gut cleansing, which is a little bit different from gut healing. Gut cleansing is expelling all those critters, the parasites, the yeast, the bad bacteria, rotting food, to be honest, right? Even things if you go further up, things like getting rid of gallstones, right? Cleansing the digestive tract so that the body can heal. That's the kind of difference between gut healing and gut cleansing. Cleansing gets rid of all the things that shouldn't be in the gut so that the gut can finally heal. And then finally, one thing that I think a lot of people need help with is sleep. Sleep is your healing. Sleep is your rejuvenation. Sleep does so many important things in somebody's health journey. Ensuring that you get adequate sleep is very, very important. These are the 5 foundational pillars that everybody needs to work on as they're trying to address their health issues. Maybe some people have that. Maybe people have the nutrients, but they don't have the sleep. They have the sleep, but they don't have the gut healing. But these are things that kind of cover all the bases to help the most people start to feel better. Now, how do you do that? All right, let me kind of move away from this. If I were to ask you, if we were to kind of put all the kind of health advocates and health practitioners and ask, what is the most common ways that we do this using food sources? What would they all agree on? So, for example, minerals and nutrients, right? A lot of people have heard of juicing, raw vegetable juicing, green juices, carrot juices, and this and that, right? If you asked a bunch of health advocates, do you think that juicing of vegetables is really, really good for your health? Most of them would they say yes. Phytonutrients, fiber, antioxidants, raw minerals or nutrients, trace minerals, right? Green juicing is just so important in people's health journey. So that's one way of getting minerals and nutrients. Food-based and whole foods-based nutrition. When it comes to building blocks, you could say meat, having sources of really clean, grass-fed, organic meat that is a source of your proteins. That's a source of your amino acids. That's a source of your healthy fats. And to be fair, for some people that don't eat meat but are also on the vegan journey, you can source a lot of your amino acids from protein-dense vegetable sources as well, right? So you can do that. You can get your protein sources as well if you're also vegan. But the point is amino acids is very, very important when you are trying to rejuvenate your body and take it along a healing journey, okay? Gut healing. How do you gut heal? I'm going to give you a gift right now. I'm going to tell you what every person needs to do to heal their gut. In order to heal your gut, you need 3 foundational things. You need a spore-based probiotic. You need some kind of inulin fiber or short-chain fatty acid, something to feed that probiotic. And then you need a little bit of a gut cleanser, something that kind of binds to toxins and things like that to be able to clear out any kind of toxins in the gut. That's how you heal your gut, right? Those are the 3 foundational things. The fourth one sometimes is some people need digestive enzymes, and other people might need a little bit of liver support. But gut healing is a spore-based probiotic, inulin fiber or some kind of short chain fatty acids to feed the gut, as well as finally some kind of binder or something to cleanse the gut from any kind of toxins or kind of buildup. Gut cleansing, right? How do you gut cleanse? Most people would agree it's these herb-based parasitic or anti-parasitic or antifungal or antibacterial types of herbs that people take during a parasite cleanse and a candida cleanse and things like that. So we harness the power of herbs in order to kind of clean the body. Now, when it comes to sleep, what do we do? What are some of the natural ways to kind of address sleep, right? It's all about aligning with the circadian rhythms, being awake during the day, going to bed when it's dark, stopping all vigorous mind activity after 4 p.m., right? And that's an important thing. After 4 p.m., you're done. Anything that's a big cognitive overload, you shouldn't be doing. You should be doing things that put you kind of on automation or autopilot, things that are very low cognitive load after 4 p.m. So the melatonin levels can persist and the cortisol levels that are high during the day to keep you kind of awake and active can go down. So, aligning your body with circadian rhythms, having good energy during the day and having good melatonin levels is very important to align your sleeping with when you should be sleeping and to ensure that you get very, very deep sleep. Okay. So what I'm showing here on the top row are the 5 pillars of how people start on a rejuvenation, a detox, a cleansing journey. And on the lower row, I show some of the common ways of doing that. Juices that are nutrient dense, superfoods, good clean sources of proteins that are sources of amino acids, whether that be meats or for our vegan friends, high protein dense vegetables. Gut healing, which is a combination of probiotics, binders, as well as things to feed those probiotics. Herbs that are anti-parasitic, antifungal, anti-bad bacteria, and then finally allowing you to sleep well by aligning your circadian rhythm so you have good energy in the day as well as good melatonin levels at night. So let's do from diet from ULT support. Let's just go straight to that now. So juicing, we know, is really good for people on their health journey. Good sources of proteins, very, very important. Like we said, for gut healing, probiotics, immune fibers, as well as a binder, parasitic herbs, and circadian rhythms. Let's see how we do that with the ULT program. The first part of the ULT program, the ULT program consists of 5 different products. The first one is the Power Shake. The Power Shake is your shake. It is your green juice, right? It's over 20 different ingredients that are superfoods that are filled with minerals and nutrients and vitamins and antioxidants and lots of fiber that to provide that nutrient dense support in a way that's very easy to absorb in the body and to digest. So your green juice is the Purium Power Shake in the ULT program. In terms of amino acids, we have the super aminos, 7 different essential amino acids that are so critical for building muscle, supporting collagen, tightening the skin, supporting mood. These amino acids, they absorb in the body within 30 minutes of taking them. Bioavailable, 99.5% absorption and bioavailability within the first 30 minutes. They actually give these super aminos to people in comas so they don't undergo muscle waste, right? When they're in a state of rest, right? So this is your source. The super aminos in the ULT program is equal, you take 10 during the day, and I'll show that in a subsequent chart. 5 of them is equal to a 6-ounce steak, right? So you're getting all the amino acids, but you don't have to worry about making sure that's grass-fed, right? That it's pure. You don't have to worry about your body digesting it. It's easy on your kidneys. It's easy on your liver, right? So those are your amino acids. Finally, for the gut healing, you have the Biomedic. This is a very, very, very good. It's a combination of 3 things. It's a capsule form that has a spore-based probiotic, like I said, for gut healing. It has chicory root, which is a really, really good inulin fiber that helps feed the good bacteria in your gut to help reconstitute the bacteria or the flora, the fauna in your gut. And then finally, it has some fulvic and humic acid binders to kind of clean out the gut lining. It's kind of like when you have like a bed and you want to plant vegetables there. The vegetables would be the probiotic, the inulin fiber would be the fertilizer, and then the fulvic and humic acids is almost like raking, getting rid of all the weeds and stuff that you want. It's a really, really, really good gut healer. When it comes to cleansing your gut, you have the Super Cleanser, a really nice combination of herbs and ingredients that are anti-parasitic. It can clean out parasites. It'll put you on a parasite cleanse, clear out bad yeast, clear out bad bacteria, right? Help clear out undigested fiber and food in the body, right? It's a really good cleanser to get rid of all those things that are causing a stress on your gut. And then finally, let me make sure if I move this, we have the apothecary, all right? A pure superfood tart cherry, which has natural melatonin in it, which helps boost melatonin levels in your body so you can have that deep sleep that you need to help your body rejuvenate when it is asleep. And also for a lot of people that are going through a lot of free radical inflammation as well. Your body will pull melatonin, the melatonin you produce for sleep, to prioritize that melatonin to fight inflammation, because melatonin is an anti-inflammatory, it's an antioxidant. It pulls that melatonin away from your sleep to fight inflammation, leaving less for you to have that deep sleep. All right. And that's why you wake up, you don't feel well. By taking the pod share, it's going to boost your body's ability to make melatonin. It's going to supply melatonin so you can have one, fight the inflammation, right? Tart cherries are really good for your kidneys too. It helps balance really good uric acid levels. There's a lot of benefits to tart cherry. We talked about that in a previous session, but just to say it's really, really good for inflammation, really good for the kidneys. It's also good for your sleep. I want to give you a gem. I want to give you a gem as well. I want to ask people in the chat, just so I can take a break from talking. When do you think you start losing weight? When does it click? What do you do to start losing weight? What do you think? Put that in chat, what you think. Very short. What do you think signals in your body, I'm ready to lose weight? For example, some people might say exercising and burning fat, but I want to hear other people. What do you think is the first thing that your body does? The first thing that signifies you're ready to lose weight? I'm going to pause there and let's see what people think. When your nervous system feels safe, very good. That's close. Wasn't my answer, but that's close, Amanda. What else do people think? Reducing inflammation. That's good. Let's get one more answer. Deep sleep. That's it, Chris. Thank you very much. The 2 hours, getting 2 hours of deep REM sleep, that deep peace. It kind of is like what Amanda was saying, a little bit of what Sarah was saying as well. When you get 2 hours of deep REM sleep, that's when your body clicks on and says, I'm ready to lose weight. I feel good. It's amazing. It's not when you're running and doing high performance, exercise and all that stuff. It's not when you're burning fat and when you're in a carb deficit and all that stuff. All that's listen, your body will produce the sugar it needs if it needs it. Okay. And oftentimes people are exercising, and you're just burning muscle and it just constantly, you're not losing weight. The real weight loss starts in your sleep. When you get deep sleep and you put yourself in that deep REM, that's when you start to shift or push the needle or turn the needle where you can start losing weight. Deep sleep supports weight loss. Okay. And it's a combination of that. All right. So that's important. So sleep is so important for a lot of people that have desire to lose weight, especially unhealthy fat. It's so important to have really, really good sleep. Okay. So let's just go to it. What is a ULT program? The ULT program is a meal replacement and detox program that provides essential nutrients to support overall wellness. It includes clean, organic, mold-free, soil pure spring water irrigated. So Purium detoxes the soil to make sure it's clear of all herbicides and pesticides. It uses pure spring water to irrigate it, all right? Regeneratively farmed, they're ensuring that the minerals are put back in the soil. Superfoods rich in phytonutrients, antioxidants, minerals, nutrients, fiber essential for the body, along with easily absorbable amino acids for muscle growth and metabolism. ULT also features a gut healing probiotic, as I've shown, to restore digestive balance, a parasite cleanser to detoxify the body, and promotes restful sleep, aiding in recovery and reducing stress, key elements. So that's what the ULT program is. It's a combination of 5 products that you take over a course to help cover all your bases, flooding the body with minerals and nutrients, fundamental building blocks to rejuvenate, gut healing, cleansing, and also supportive sleep. So what does that look like? All right, let's look at the program. For people who are on ULT, you know this chart very well. For people who are not on ULT, this is what it looks like on the daily. We take those 5 products and we break it down in terms of morning, midday, and evening. In the morning, you're going to take the super amino, that's your amino acids. You're going to take 1 capsule of the Biomedic, and you're going to take the Power Shake. The parasite cleanse you do in the middle of the first and second month, days 11 to 20. And I'll show that in a subsequent chart, right? But for the first 10 days, you're doing the super aminos, the Biomedic, and the Power Shake. Very, very easy. The Power Shake takes 5 minutes to put, mix, drink down the Biomedic, take your super aminos, you're done. It literally takes 10 minutes and then you're done the morning part of the ULT program. In the midday, you're doing the super aminos, right? That's your amino acid supplement. and you're doing the power shake, right? And for days 11 to 20, you're also taking the super cleanse or the parasite cleanse. And finally, in the evening, you're done. You're taking your apothecary, that's for your sleep support, and you're taking a biomedic part of your gut healer. You can do this. Everybody can do this. This is very, very easy to integrate in your life. And I'll just tell you now, spoiler alert, the power shake, which is kind of the kind of foundation of your nutrition, tastes very, very good, right? It's a very, very good. A lot of people have that anxiety. I'm going to take the shake. It's part of my meal replacement. Does it taste good? It tastes very, very good. So this is what it looks on the daily. You have a morning, midday, and evening. Okay. So the ULT program is your meal for the morning. It is your breakfast, so it replaces your breakfast. If you want to eat a little bit on the side, no problem. It is your lunch. If you want to eat a little bit on the side, no problem. And in the evening, the third meal of your day is yours to choose. We just ask you to make it as clean as possible. This is what it looks like on the month. So we're going to zoom out now and look at what does it look in the over the course of a month, right? And what you can see is what changes over the course of a single month. This is the first month is when you do the parasite cleanse. Days 1 to 10, you're just taking the 4 products, the super amino, the biomedic, power shake, and the apothecary. Days 11 to 20, you start the parasite cleanse, right? And you do that for 10 days. And then by the end of the month, you take a break from the super cleanser, from the parasite cleanse, and you finish off the month. Okay. That's what it looks like. So you're doing this for 30 days with a parasite cleanse smack dab in the middle of the month. What does it look like over the 90-day program? The ULT is a 90-day program, 3 months. And the first month, like I said, it's 30 days. You're taking the 4 core products on the first 1 to 10 days. On the last 21 to 30 days in the middle, you do the 4 products in addition to the parasite cleanse. Month 2 is exactly the same. Parasite cleanse, smack dab in the middle with the 4 core products on either side. So the nice thing about the ULT program is you do 2 parasite cleanses subsequently with a space, which is very, very important. It is always important to do 2 parasite cleanses in order to ensure you get all the parasites out. The first parasite cleanse gets rid of all the parasites, but they oftentimes lay eggs before they die. And those parasite eggs hatch and come to avenge their parents in the subsequent month. So doing 2 parasite cleanses with a spacing, the optimal spacing is around 20 days, is really good. And that's part of the program. You're doing 2 parasite cleanses. In the third month, you're done parasite cleansing. You're on the core 4 products. You are just transforming and rejuvenating. So that's the 90-day program, right? 90 days of taking the core 4 products, the biomedic, the power shake, the tart cherry, the super aminos. Months 1 and 2, you're doing a parasite cleanse. And in the third month, you're kind of you're done the parasite cleanse and you're on the core 4 products. Okay, these are the benefits. I don't want to take up too much time. We're about hit half an hour, so let me keep going. What do people see? Increased energy levels. That's one of the core benefits. Activating cellular detoxification, right? Your cells want to detoxify. It just needs the raw minerals and nutrients to do it. When you give it to that, you'd be surprised how much you can activate cellular detoxification. Reducing unhealthy fat. We have some of our customers showing that their cortisol goes down, right? And cortisol stores in your belly fat, right? You reduce the cortisol, you relax your body, you can get rid of some of the unhealthy fat around your body, especially in your gut. The creation of lean muscle, you're not going to be shredded. It's not going to make you look muscular. You're just going to have really, really nice lean muscle. The super aminos does that. Eliminate glyphosate, right? The most common herbicide or pesticide in the soil, in the rain, in the water. The biomedic has been clinically shown to help you cleanse and detox glyphosate from your body, which is very important because glyphosate does a lot in the body. Repair the gut microbiome, improve digestion and elimination, reduce bloating, all right? So you're going to digest better. You're going to eliminate better. Improve having deep sleep, which is so important. Deep sleep is so part of everybody's health journey. Improving mood and focus. So much of your hormones, so much of your neurotransmitters are produced in your gut. How can you do that if it's full with pesticides and yeast and bad bacteria and it's not absorbing nutrients? When we heal your gut, when we cleanse it, it's going to help with your mood and focus because we know your gut is like your second brain. And it's also going to support healthy inflammatory response, clinically shown to reduce CRP levels. And we have some people that have also had some autoimmune disorders as well, that it's helped it kind of, we're going to say support and their symptoms. We'll say like that. Okay. So like I said, Okay, great, Ian. You're showing me all these benefits, but tell me, what does it support? Because a lot of people are out there with chronic health issues. We have people that have gone on the program and it's helped. It's helped support, we'll say that, autoimmune disorders, Hashimoto's, right? Inflammatory diseases, people with mold exposure, brain fog, it helps. It helps with the body with cellular detoxification, brain fog, fertility challenges. We have several ULT babies, right? We have a lot of women who said, I can't get pregnant. I'm not sure. Maybe this will, maybe not. They're all expecting in the new year. Pregnancy and postpartum, right? We have a lot of women that have gone, that are postpartum or pregnant. They want the nutritional support. They're on the ULT program with one little switch because they can't do the parasite cleanse when you're pregnant or postpartum. Women with PCOS, fibroids, heavy periods, these things are supported and made better or resolved in many ways on the ULT program. Type 2 diabetes, blood sugar regulation, right? It's helped on the ULT program. Reduce bloating. Bloating can be a tough thing. Bloating is indigestion. Bloating can lead to inflammation. Bloating can be a sign of leaky gut. Helps with that. Anxiety, mood, and depression. Like I said, a lot of your neurotransmitters, a lot of your happy hormones are kind of produced, or neurotransmitters are produced in your gut. When you heal your gut, it helps with that. We also have customers that lower their cholesterol, lower their A1C, raise their vitamin D. Very, very great. The body is kind of responding in terms of some of these critical blood markers that a lot of people have as low or high, respectively. Even things like chronic Lyme. A lot of people have chronic Lyme. And one of the first things that the ULT program helps is with pain, right? A lot of the inflammation and pain. It's a really, really great program. And why? Because it's hitting those five bases. It's flooding the body with minerals and nutrients, it's giving some building blocks, doing a gut healing, a gut cleanse, and it's helping with sleep and inflammation. Okay. I want to pause there. I want to kind of open it up for people who have been on the ULT program to voice their opinions. Tell me what their experiences are. Here I'm showing some of the nice recent reviews, but I want to hear from other people. And I'd like to invite Veronica Delgado. She's a previous client of mine. She has been on the ULT program. Veronica, I'd love to hear from other people too, but I really want to start with you because she has a really good story. Veronica, if you could unmute yourself, give us 2 minutes of your experiences with the ULT program.
Hi everyone, I'm Veronica, and I started my journey with Ian in April after being at the verge of not knowing what to do anymore because I was not healthy. I was in pain all the time. And at 45 years old, I gave myself the gift to myself on my birthday to do a call with Ian. And ever since I started in April, I'm down 72 pounds. We started with the detox. Um, my thyroid at that time when I started, I had Hashimoto's. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, PCOS. And every time I go to the doctor, they would tell me, you have to lose weight, you have to lose weight. And no matter what I did, the weight was not coming off. It was just on me and I could not get it off. I was the same weight for about probably a good 7, 8 years. The weight would just not budge. And now I'm on ULT and everybody doesn't people are not recognizing me anymore. People say I'm shrinking. And I think it's the amino acids that are doing the job because I am seriously shrinking. My body is not looking loose. Like for the 70 pounds that I have lost, my body is looking really, really good. Nobody believes that I have lost so much weight and that my skin is looking so good. So this product is amazing. Every time I take my shake, I know I'm taking what is it, 6 salads of superfoods that we're not getting in our regular foods. And eating healthy is not cheap. So people will tell me, well, it's not cheap. Well, every dime that I have spent to get where I am right now is totally worth it. I would do it all over again. And I tell people all the time, pain is not normal. Being in a state where you're not living your life is not normal. You have to live your life to the fullest. And I am at the point right now where I'm going out more. I'm going to concerts. I'm going to Disneyland because now I could walk. And I would do it all over again. If anybody is out there that is in pain, that is getting the runaround from the doctors, they just tell you to lose weight. There's nothing we could do about it. They're wrong. You could heal your body, and I'm a person that is healing now, and I honestly feel that everybody should give it a try. I tell everybody about it, and some people are, it's the holidays, it's But you know what? It's worth it. Your body deserves it. You deserve it as a human being to be healthy. And sometimes the doctors just know they go to school and they prescribe a medication because that's what they learn, right? To go and get you on a medication. Right now, my thyroid is a little high. I'm a little shaky sometimes, but you know what? It's working now. It was dead for a while. It wasn't working. So now that it's working, I'm gonna let it do its thing. And I'm happy. And if anybody wants to reach out to me and ask me any questions, I'm open to anybody that has any questions for me. But I am feeling amazing, down 72 pounds since April, and I'm counting more pounds to go.
Thank you so much, Veronica. You're with Veronica, and I think with a lot of people, it's amazing when your body comes alive. It does things that you never thought. And I think that's really what's changing a lot of people's views and what ULT is helping. We really thought that healing had to come from supplements, but the reason why it had to come from supplements is we didn't really have yet a really good source of food to see what our body can do with nutrient-dense, clean food. And I think what's happening with ULT is people seeing what their body can do when they're finally eating clean, and they're realizing a lot of those supplements they don't really need. They just need nutrient dense food. But I just want to, if there anybody else wants to contribute, let me just put these reviews here. You can see what's going on. These are recent um, feedback from other people that are on the ULT. For example, one person says, November started 175, November 8th, 168. You lost 7 pounds in 4 days, right? And we could talk maybe in another session about strategically losing weight and what weight comes off first and things like that, right? And then by November 14th, 165. So you're losing 10 pounds in 10 days. I know everybody's experience is going to be different, but your body wants to lose a weight. Your body wants to rejuvenate. And this is later on while on ULT, no longer clenching the teeth, no more sugar cravings, sleeping better at night. Hair is no longer falling out. I mean, this is amazing for people that are going through hair loss, whether it be through stress or nutrient deficiencies or anything like that. Um, it's really this great thing when your body comes back to life. You can have these things like hair regrowing, also balancing of hormones and periods. A lot of women with painful periods, these things are also addressed or kind of supported with the ULT program. This is a very long one. You can put yourself, you can also put your husband on it, right? Here, my husband is on day 51, very optimistic. I don't want to go too through quick on this, but you know, he's slowly feeling better each day. Began with major changes after 30 days. It's a 90-day program because you have to stay consistent, right? Where do we have a lot of symptoms that warned his kidneys needed support have stopped? Itchy skin, puffy eyes, frequent urination, swollen feet. As far as sclerology, I mean, this has to do with the eyes, right? Some of the lines in your eyes that indicate some of these chronic issues have resolved. Since overhauling lifestyle and diet, we were able to lower his blood pressure from 170s to 150s, then it plateaued. But since ULT has been trending downwards, so resolving what causes some of the root causes of high blood pressure. So really good. And let me just flip over to see this one. Somebody's currently on the 6th day. So far, more energy in the first couple of days. They had a small headache, that's fine, but they're losing weight, feeling less pain in the joints, better moods, falling asleep faster, better sleep, easier wake ups, and all that stuff. So it's amazing what the body can do when you flood it with easy to absorb minerals and nutrients and you do a little bit of cleanse and detox, right? So while ULT, well, let me finish up. I don't want to take much of people's time. It works. If somebody asks, why are you promoting ULT so much? Why are we always hearing about ULT on Instagram? Because it works. We have story upon story upon story of people like you that are able to address and make better some of their chronic health issues for myself, for my wife, my clients, and my followers. It's good for almost everyone. I'll say almost. Why? Can you think of any chronic health issue that wouldn't benefit from clean, nutrient-dense food? Just wait, there's a motorcycle that just came by. And it's cost effective. It's $12 a day. And for many people, you can lean on the ULT as much. It can replace your breakfast. It can replace your lunch. Nobody's spending $6 on their breakfast and their lunch. So it really is cost effective. It is an investment, but it's cost effective, right? I just want to quickly say, so why Purium, right? Purium is the company behind this. Purium is you. It believes in all the different principles that we believe in the types of supplements and the foods and the products that we have. Rigorous in-house and third-party testing ensures high quality. Every ingredient is identity tested to make sure that what's in the products is there. And there's been a few cases where that hasn't been the case in other supplement companies. Certified organic. No binders, fillers, chemicals, or artificial anything. There's no stevia, there's no sweeteners or anything. Even the super aminos that Veronica was talking about, which is so amazing, tightens the skin, helps with lose weight. It's really just the pure amino acids that are just been compounded and compressed, right? I think they had to source an old compounder from Europe to do it because all the US compounders need to have filler and stuff like that. They didn't want to do that. It's just the pure amino acids. Whole food philosophy. So there's no synthetic isolates. Everything comes from a whole food source. And even the packaging in the ULT is biodegradable, right? It's bamboo and hemp. So the company behind the ULT is a really great company, and they believe in many of the different principles that we believe in holistic health and wellness, of having things be clean, tested, pure, and even things that are good for the environment. Okay. I want to pause there, and I want to invite Three Sprouts Holistic to mention anything that I might not have mentioned. I'm kind of done here. I'm going to leave this as a summary. The QR code that you see there is a link to get started. It will take you right to the ULTs. The ULT that I suggest for most people is just the green ULT. That's the classic ULT to get started. If you want to do a discovery call to discuss which ULT is best for you or how it's going to work, you want a little bit more of a pep and encouragement, that's not a problem. Let me pause there for people who have questions. And let me also invite Three Sprouts Holistic to answer questions or to give her experience. I'm just going to first pause the recording. Thank you, everybody.